Math is everywhere. I'm going to show you a video just to get you into the mood of realizing how math is everywhere. So let's hope it's gonna work the first time. Great.
Everything looks good. I think it's time to start the work.
As you can see, you as an intermediate phase teacher don't know if you've got the next master chef in your class, if you've got the next architect of a fun ride of Disney World in your class. You don't know. So you need to lay the foundation. You need to make sure that your learners in your class have a good conceptual understanding and can use the procedures in math to the best of their ability. You've got a huge job as math teacher in your class to explain concepts, to make sure they understand, to repeat until they do. So, math is everywhere. Let's start with our learning unit 3, which is about developing materials for the real world. We've got math learning outcomes for this learning unit. You will see that it's divided into 3 themes, and I've combined the learning outcomes because the 3 themes are social and cultural contexts, environmental contexts, and economic contexts. And for those, the learning outcomes for all 3 is to discuss the possibilities of relationships between patterns, functions, and algebra and the social and cultural, economic, and environmental contexts. So I've just combined the 3 themes because we are investigating how patterns, functions, and algebra can relate to all of these contexts and how we can use the context in our math classes. Like we have seen, math is everywhere. It's hard work, but it's fun. It's challenging and interesting. It can be intimidating. For some, it can be simple. It is everything, and it's everywhere. To say that mathematics is everywhere is to say that mathematics describes everything that we observe. We use math every day. To make sense of everything around us, we need math. Logical thinking is essential in our daily lives. To count is one of the first activities young children do, and that is math. We find shapes in everything in solid form. Even when having fun, like in almost all games and puzzles, we use mathematical logic and deduction. Kids who play math games learn addition, multiplication, geometry, algebra, fractions, problem solving, and much more. So the question is, when am I ever going to use math? You are using it every single day. Think about sports, where you have shapes and angles, shopping, where money is involved and counting, driving a car, speed, distance, price of fuel, construction in the construction world, angles, length, height, shapes. In music, math is everywhere. You can ask your learners to make a poster of how they see math is everywhere. You can have examples like this. You can put it up in your class just to show them that math is really everywhere, all around us. When teachers connect math to the students' world, students see how math is relevant and applicable to their daily lives. These real-world connections are also great ways to integrate math with other disciplines to create cross-curricular connections, supporting motivation by helping students see the relevance of all they are studying. For this strategy to be most effective, it is important to think about the relevance of the real-world context to the students' individual and cultural contexts, so that the connections are truly real-world for the students. I've come across a website with wonderful ideas of how to connect math to your classroom. I'm going to show you the website, but if you click on that underlined link, you would also be able to see the website and go through it and click on a few of the links. Education World, connecting educators to what works. So connecting math in real life. Read through this article, click on a few of these links to get some ideas for your classes, as well as for your next ICE task and even for your POE later on. So there are a lot of websites that you can use to get some ideas. So please click on that link in my PDF. I will put it up for you. It will be under Learning Unit 3. So you can click on that website. So now for our 3 contexts. I'm going to quickly divide you into groups, and you are just going to discuss what you understand, what is meant by social and cultural contexts, and then you are going to discuss what is meant by economic contexts, and then you are going to discuss what is meant by environmental contexts. So 3 questions. First one, what is meant by social and cultural contexts? The next one, what is meant by economic contexts, and give examples. And the third question, what is meant by environmental contexts? Right, just a question on when you are divided into groups. Are you able to see my chat? If I chat with you on the chat section, can you see what I type there? Okay, great.